US Highway 101. Yeah. Alright, we're talking about another 3-digit US highway from US Highway 1. So the 101, we did 201, 301, 401, 701. Today we're doing 601 and 501. US Highway 101 begins from Los Angeles, California, also known as LA, through Olympia for US Highway 101 to make its end on Interstate 5. Here we are. We get the beginning of US Highway 101 for Los Angeles. Interstate 10 West is signed for Santa Monica. And Interstate 5 North is signed for Sacramento. And we're signed for Ventura. Interstate 405 southbound is signed for Santa Monica. And Interstate 405 is signed for Sacramento. Here we are in Santa Barbara. This is a lot of sun. This needs to stop brighting. I don't like the background for the sunlight. We get Interstate 680 signed for Sacramento. And 280 is signed for St. Jose. Wait a minute. US Interstate 280 is signed for San Jose. And we're signed for San Francisco. Interstate 880 northbound is signed for Oakland. And 880 southbound is signed for Santa Cruz. We get Interstate 280 signed for downtown San Francisco. Not going to say anything for the southbound because I don't worry about that. We're signed for Bay Bridge for US Highway 101. I don't want to say the top row because I'm not going to worry about that. Here is Interstate 80 signed for Bay Bridge in Oakland. Interstate 80 begins in San Francisco. Now we're crossing the famous bridge called the Golden Gate Bridge. And look at how beautiful this water is, and more beautiful mountains. This is a looking San Francisco Golden Gate Bridge. Man, I wish I can go across that Golden Gate Bridge. It's perfect. Interstate 580 is signed for No Control City. We just get Richmond Bridge and Francisco Boulevard. But where is a control city for Interstate 580? You can just put a town for Interstate 580. Here is US Highway 199. Wait. Back. And Interstate 5 signed for Grants Pass. And we're signed for Oregon Coast for US Highway 101. Welcome to Oregon. Here we go, guys. Here's the beginning of US Highway 20. Eastbound. Here's the beginning of US Highway 26, signed for Portland. And we're signed for Seaside and Astoria. Here we are in Astoria. We get US Highway 30, eastbound, signed for City Center and Astoria. And we're signed for Long Beach. I don't want to read the top row. That's just, don't know why I can say that. And look at that long bridge over there, right on the Columbia River. Now we're crossing the Columbia River. You can see all the scenery on this mountain. There's more scenery on this mountain. So we're about to head into Washington. And we just entered into Washington. But there is no Welcome to Washington sign. Come on. Here's a look at US Highway 12, signed for Olympia. And we're signed for Port Angeles. And finally, US Highway 101 just ends on Interstate 5. You get Interstate 5 South signed for Turnwater, Portland, Interstate 5 North signed for Olympia, and Seattle. So that is it for US Highway 101 video. Later today, we will do US Highway 501, and then we'll do US Highway 601. US 501's from Myrtle Beach from Virginia. US 601 is part of the Carolinas through Mount Airy. Through all that stuff. So thank you all for watching and peace out.